Okay, I'm back. That was good ex-boss up in Alaska and owner of the company and a real dear friend, wishing us all a good 4th of July and remember the reason and to enjoy family and remember the reason why. So yeah, it's always good to hear from him. So been helping him out on a issue up there. Jill and I went up there the 1st of May. He was kind of wanting to get my opinion on a asphalt plant that I had run for 30 years. So we went up there for a week and I gave him my assessment. And so we're kind of still been working on it and getting it updated and the most cheapest feasible way. And I think I've come up with a solution. And so I might be needing to go, he might need me to go look at that equipment. Part of it's in, I think he said, the salesman said part of it's in New York, or the piece up in New York, and I think the other piece is down in Texas. So I'm going to get a hold of him and see if he's wanting me to kind of go look at that stuff for him, because their guys is this is a busy season up there. Like I say, I retired from up there. I did in 2017, did the last 13 years in the Operators Union up there in Alaska. And July 4th was the last holiday that we've had today, actually had the day off. So after July 4th all the way up till October, sometimes around the 10th, 15th of October, we was non-stop. 7 days a week, 15-hour days. So, you know, this day means a lot for the guys that get off today and get rested up, get their bearings, because it's really stressful, and to get through the rest of the season. And it goes by really fast. Yep, look at what I found. And I forgot I was even looking for it. So we'll pick that up on the way back. I'm going to take you down to my bridge project. As I told you, the bridge that we went down, and I did a couple videos on the process on that. My hopes was to get some sections of that other bridge that they took off. It would have been perfect to put in there. They had like 15-foot long pieces. There's 3 foot wide and 15 foot, and then there was 3 foot wide by 30 foot, which would have been perfect to lay in that. It's part of the reason I've got my big yellow friend up there and I'm hanging on to it, is to replace that bridge. Because when we was in Florida a couple years ago, we had a big rain, and it used to have a big 36-inch culvert in the middle, and you can see what's left of that 2-foot culvert, cast iron culverts on each side. And all that concrete came out of on this side here. So when I got back, of course there wasn't nothing holding this up in the center. So what I did was, as you can see that crack, I said, I'm gonna have to do something there. So I went down and bought those weigh like 2,400 pounds a piece. And my neighbor Danny up there brought his backhoe down. It was my backhoe, and was able to set them in there. I went ahead and dug down all the way down to hard material there, and went ahead and stuck them in there to support the center of it. And then to support the end, because you can see the end was right there. So, you know, the previous owner, that's what I'm getting at, is, you know, you go to work, do something, is go ahead and take the dime and do it right. I'm sure he's got some reinforcement rod in there, which is good. But where they kind of messed up is that concrete piece right there was already in there, and those tiles are in there, and they was breaking down. So he had an idea of, well, just go ahead and patch it and put this concrete slab on top of it. So I didn't know that at the time when I was taking this big hunk out right here, which is that big hunk right there. I wanted to get it out because I wanted to open this up, because it was not a big enough opening. As you can see, that is sticks get in there and they plug it up, and that's what really did the number on it. So anyway, once I found that out, I said, well, this is not going to work. I'm going to have to support this somehow. So that's cypress. And I went ahead and dug down. You can see where, well, that one there didn't last very long. Dug down, I put footers underneath there, all three of them. And evidently I didn't go deep enough on that one. So, and then I was able to put them under there. I got that extender hoe on my backhoe. So basically all I had to do is set them up and tie around my backhoe, part like this, and then just right straight in there. And then after I did that, those are 2-inch on that backing to hold that wall. That's all cypress also. Cypress doesn't rot. So I milled them up on my sawmill, and went ahead and got them in here. Those 4x4s, I ran out of bolts. I got to tighten those up. But anyway, got them in there so water comes in there and it keeps that from washing out. I haven't been down here and looked at it for a long time, but that's not good. So what I do, my backhoe's over at Joy and Glenn's. So what I need to do is get that rock and stuff and get that back up there and dam that up. And once I dam that up, then what this will do is fill in there and won't undercut. So I need to do that. And so I need to do a little bit better job, because that much water comes down through there. It's just unbelievable. The power it has. So anyway, getting back to the bridge over there, well, got a hold of the state. Well, the state said, well, we've got bridges down everywhere and we need those sections for their own projects. So anyway, so that's what I'm kind of waiting around for, because with that undercut up there, you can tell it's not very thick right there. So that's what I'm kind of worried about. If it was like this all the way like that, I would go ahead and just undercut this out and do basically what I did there, or put these over there underneath there to hold that end up. So I don't usually take anything heavy across it anyway. My heaviest thing is my man lift. And so what I've been doing, pick this up, what I've been doing with my man lift to haul it out is I go ahead and run it down here, and then I load it over here. So usually on Sundays, but it's nice. Jill and I, we get excitement, or not excitement, well, excitement to us. It's restful to us. We come down and burn the pile there. But it's been pretty daggone hot on Sundays, so we haven't been doing that. Well, let's go up the hill here. Groundhog was tunneling under the gas tank too a couple times. And I filled it in a couple times. So the last time I did, I went ahead and put some wood pieces in there like I showed you over there. And he hasn't been back. Jill said she was out here looking at this. It's a squash plant. And I did it. She didn't know what it was. She had some seeds left over. And I see he tried to get it back under there. Found that board. Anyway, I did that picture of this. We got a lot of blooms, but not one squash. Not even started one. So I know a lot of seeds, it comes right out of like a seed of a watermelon and stuff. And if it sprouts up, it won't be as good. Watery. And I say that's probably seeds out of a squash or something she had, and that's probably why it's not producing. Check this out. What the heck do you think that is? You can see the groundhog was under there. I filled that in. You can see he came over and wanted to dig in there again, so was living underneath there. I haven't seen him. Last time I seen him was over here, the neighbors. And that's the auction deal I bought. So that's the ones I need the boards. That's 20 foot. Or was it 16? Don't look like 20 foot. Yeah, it's 20 foot with a 5 dovetail. So I'm gonna get to work on that project. I'm gonna sell this trailer here, and there's that back glass I was telling you about earlier on. Jill and I put in. But anyway, I'm going to sell this trailer. It's a 40 foot. It's just too daggone long. And so it's a 35 with a 5 foot dovetail. So I'm going to take some pictures of it so I can go ahead and get it on Facebook Marketplace and see if I can go ahead and sell it. Although I'm not quite ready though, because I got to get my other one ready to use, so it needs tires. So groundhog, let's see. Yeah, he had a nest under there. I did the same thing there. Stuck some boards in there. He hadn't been back there. Ooh, that's a nice breeze. Pretty hot. That's the property line. That's some topsoil that I dug out of the neighbor's pond over here. And I sprayed here last week, and the weeds was taking over that thing. So I went ahead and sprayed it down. Yeah, his pond turned out really nice. Brought my yellow friend excavator over last fall, and took some trees out that were around it. Dug out a whole bunch there, and it was to make it a little bit bigger. Then over on the other side, I went ahead and dug out, and we was needing dirt, fill in a ditch. We took a bunch of fence rows out for him and stuff, so kind of opened it all up, and so we was needing dirt to fill in that ditch. So I went ahead and utilized some dirt down there. It's good dry topsoil, and then we was needing some more. And then in behind there, on that flat spot behind the levee back there, I went ahead and dug out some more topsoil, and to finish the job up there. And then a bunch of that slop and stuff to make it deeper, I went ahead and pulled out and put it on top of the levee to raise the levee up higher. And then I used it to fill in that hole that we got that slop. And then when I got back up here, I went ahead and pulled that slop out that was down in here to deepen that, and we stuck it up on, I stuck it up on the bank, and it sat there all winter. And then this spring, when I got back from Florida, it was good and dry before the rain. I went ahead and used the backhoe and moved it from there to up here. So he's pretty proud of the place. It looks a whole lot nicer. All right, well, I'll get off here now. We'll be talking to you later.